This is the first side that we'll sew our lining onto. This is a sparkle black on a fur laser P-flat sheet. And this one is sparkle red from Bamboo Lab on an Inception P-flat sheet. Cut a 9" by 9" fabric lining that will straight stitch all the way around the perimeter. Here we are using an ST371 HD by Brother with a zipper foot and a stretch needle. Got both of these sewn up, but tonight is movie night, so we'll get to this tomorrow. I accidentally finished sewing this one up, but I printed up a couple other sides to finish the process. Resuming assembling this clutch, I have done a straight stitch around the border. I sewed this with a black stitch so you can see the location of it on this red fabric. I've pinned them wrong sides together, and I'm using a tissue paper underneath so my feed dogs won't hit the 3D printed fabric. And I'm going to make this a French seam, so I'm going to run about 1/4 of an inch outside of this line and do a stitch all the way around before I fold it inside. Once we have that excess fabric trimmed, we'll flip it inside out. Here I have it right sides together, and I'm using my seam as a guide for where I'm placing my pins. So now I'll sew another straight stitch along the same straight stitch to encapsulate this raw edge. Here we can see I used a white thread for that inside seam, and let's flip it around. Here we have the bag then all sewn up, seams protected, and we'll put on the top hardware. Here I've opted for a red frame and PLA. We see this living hinge doing wonderful work, and that magnet closure will keep it shut. You could also print the frame entirely out of TPU to make it more durable. Or you can print the frames separately and attach a TPU living hinge inside of this after it's printed. We can see this version I'm using has the clasps on the same side, but there is an option for alternate sides. If you'd like to print this model or any others that I have available, go to my Thangs website, thangs.com/designer/Kaizen3D prints, where you'll also find a 14-page PDF on just how to customize this clutch to your liking. Happy printing!